Oracle stock has clearly done very well over the last 5 years. We can see it's gone up 240%. The S&P 500 over that time frame's gone up about 90. So it's just blown out of the water. It pays a slightly smaller dividend, but it's roughly the same, right? So Oracle is another stock that we're thinking is going to benefit very good from the AI boom. We can already see it has a little bit. They do a lot of software stuff, cloud software stuff, data center software stuff, right? So they're going to benefit very much, and they already have been, but even as more and more data centers come up, they're going to be more and more profitable. So we can see they do have a substantially high PE ratio. It's not crazy high. I mean, it is. The S&P 500 is about 27 PE right now, maybe 28, but its PE is 48 and a half, a little bit higher, just under 49. So that is high, but however, when you factor in it has doubled the performance of the S&P 500, it shouldn't be that surprising that the PE ratio is substantially higher. The forward PE is at 30, so you can tell it's growing really fast, right? We can see that from the difference in the earnings projections. So it's expected to grow. It's expected to grow pretty fast. But then again, like I said, it's not super cheap either. Yeah, so we can also see, let's look at the 10-year since 2014, late 2014. Let's do, January 2015. That's close enough. We can see it's up 326%. So over the 10-year, it has also outperformed the S&P 500 pretty substantially. Yeah. So when you get a company that's doing as well as they are, and also you factor in the hype, some of that hype, right, that they're going to keep doing well, it shouldn't be that surprising that they're up here, right? So I don't personally own the stock. However, it is on a list that I would consider buying. I'm heavily invested in this space already. I have a lot of semiconductor stocks and the like, so I'm heavily vested in this sort of thing already. But Oracle is not something I would be hesitant to buy if I thought the opportunity was right. And it's definitely not a bad option right now. I think they're going to keep doing well with the AI stuff. Even if you throw AI out the picture, right, disappear it, you're still going to need more data centers. They're still growing data centers like crazy too. I mean, AMD, for example, was growing a lot of their data center stuff even before the AI boom happened. I'm talking more CPU instead of GPU stuff, but still, right? So data center, they're going to need more data along with AI as well, but AI is just like, the knife into the heart of it. So Oracle is well positioned for this sort of stuff. And yeah, they do other stuff outside of it, but what I'm mainly interested in is that, right? So Schwab likes them. They like them pretty substantially. They give them a 21 percentile, meaning they think it's going to be the top 21% of all stock performances over the next year. I don't know if they'll do quite that good. I don't know a 1-year time frame. I'm more of a long-term investor. I think in the long term this is going to be a better than average stock because I think they're in an industry that is good, and the company has proven they have leadership to capitalize that at least to some degree. Are they the best run company in the world? Probably not, but they're doing well, right? Yeah, so as a long-term investment, I think this stock is fine. I like it. I like the way it's positioned. So we get a 1-star there. I think this is more short-term stuff than long-term stuff, but I'm not exactly sure. Narrow moat. I disagree. I think they have, well, first off, I hate the 0-3-10 scaling here, right? I do. They do definitely have some competition, but I'd give it around a 6, maybe 6.5, more so than narrow, but it's not necessarily wide either. I think it falls somewhere in between here, which they may say that too, but just the way the scaling system works, it's not particularly impressive in my opinion. Buy long, buy a 7.8, so it's a moderately high ESG score. Its dividend is fine, right? It's there. So if you require stocks to have a dividend, this is one you could. They've on earnings, they usually hit right around earnings. So this PE is probably what you should expect. Some are wildly different. Some are about the same. Let's take a look. Yeah, honestly, the forward PE is a bit higher than it has been. The PE ratio is higher than it has been. This is true. However, I think there's just a lot of hype right now, and that could be a bad thing, but usually when there's hype, there is something there. Like, for example, extreme example, right? Tesla, right? we can say that back in 2021 was hitting its peak. There was clearly a lot of hype. However, even though that hype was a bit exaggerated, at least for the time, right? Because it fell a lot, it was still underlying actual growth in a business, right? Most of the time when there's hype in a company, there is growth there. Now, will the growth match the hype? We don't know. But usually when stocks are overvalued or not overvalued, valued highly, high PE, it's because there's something underlying happening with the business. And Oracle is seeing growth. They're in an industry that's going to be very, very profitable. There's going to be a lot of money to be made here. Will it meet this level? Maybe. It might, but I don't know. I can't say that for sure. That's kind of a decision you guys have to figure out. So, oops, wrong one. I can't. There we go. So we can see 26 of the 36 analysts say buy. The rest say hold, except for one who says sell. Which, if you have looked at these at all, basically no one says sell. I don't know. Maybe he knows something. Try and hit him up or something. Pay him for the information that... No, I'm just kidding. But I try not to read too much into these because you very rarely get sell from the analysts. They really don't say a whole lot. But anyways, I think that's all I got for this video. I like Oracle as a long-term hold. I think they're going to do well. They're one of the largest companies in the world. They will probably continue to be. There is hype in the stock, but it shouldn't be surprising because there's hype all throughout, and it is reflecting some form of earnings, right? So... But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, go ahead and check out some other content. I do all sorts of stocks on this channel, including many other AI-related stocks and tech-related stocks, but even all sorts of stuff like dividend as well. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you left a like. It helps the performance of the video, and it helps the channel a lot. So I appreciate all of you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.